It's Sunday, the 23rd of August 2015. I've got a chart here for Silver Lake Resources, one of the sort of smaller gold producers from a single mine, about 130,000 ounces a year is their target this year. The current market cap is $75 million. Like a lot of gold stock charts, it's really been smashed in the last 3 or 4 years. This one in particular was very much a market darling and made some very poor moves at the wrong time, with takeovers and also building a marginal operation that's now been placed on care and maintenance, and wiped out a lot of shareholders' capital. But I think just recently it's starting to look like it's about to turn a corner, at least in the sense of valuation. That $75 million market cap, they've got 30 million in the bank, only a small sort of 5 or 6 million debt, and they're producing free cash of about $9 million at the current gold price. Their all-in sustaining costs are about $1,200, $1,250 the last sort of year. So on those metrics, it looks incredibly cheap. That puts it with a PE of sort of 2 or 3. And I don't see a lot of risk, a lot of downside in the near term. Although I do see some potential upside in the sense that their resources are all scattered around WA, and that has seen a lot of takeover action from the likes of Metals X and Northern Star and Evolution Mining in the last 6 months. So I think there's potential that at least some of their assets might get taken by one of the other players, or a takeover for the whole company. It looks incredibly cheap here. It's really it's done nothing for a while, for 6 months. But even this move here shows the potential for large price increases in a short space of time with their high leverage to the Australian dollar gold price. It went from 15 cents to 30 cents in the space of about 3 weeks at the end of 2014, start of 2015. So with the recent move in the last week of the Australian dollar gold price, which went up, I think, at least $70 or $80 to $15.80, there's a definite potential here of a strong move. I guess you could say you're looking at sort of a near-term target. If you call this a bottom formation, near-term target, if it breaks out above 16, should be back up toward 19 cents. So that's, even at these levels, that's a pretty good return, just for a trading perspective. But I think there's a more sustained turnaround in the offing as well. They're starting to do some more exploration, and if they can prove up some more resources and extend their mine life, they probably even look more attractive as a takeover prospect, and might be able to develop some of their more marginal assets that they've had on hold for quite a while. They've got a lot of resources in the ground, and currently at ridiculously low valuations, those resources relative to their peers. So I think there was a high volume sort of move on Friday, and if we can see another couple of high volume bars here, I think there's probably a good possibility it comes up and gets to this 19 cent level. And after that, it's really going to depend on the Australian dollar gold price and sentiment toward the sector. But it's shaping up quite nicely from here.